So, I have had a lot of fans ask me to play Destiny 2. Can you make Destiny 2 for noobs? Can you make Destiny 2 content? Destiny 2, Destiny 2. I get it. I hear you. So, let's try it.
Macro? You've been here this whole time? Where have you been? We've been looking for you.
What do you mean? It's been like a couple hours.
A couple hours? It's been a year.
It's 2024?
Yeah.
Oh no. Destiny 2 is a free-to-play first-person shooter with PvE and PvP elements. It's made by Bungie, one of my all-time favorite developers, since, they kind of made my favorite game of all time. But Destiny 2 is way different than the Halo franchise, as it's a looter-shooter RPG, with so much loot to collect, so many enemies to fight, and so many things to just do. I do have to warn you noobs, there's a lot to cover, and this game will not hold your hand. So allow me to first explain the game as simple as possible, and then explain all the individual elements that make up the core gameplay. Destiny 2 came out in 2017, 6 years ago. The main story of Destiny 2 is that you are a guardian, a protector of Earth's last safe city. Its name is Last City, by the way. Bungie's pretty clever. You have the power to yield the light, and you protect the galaxy from different races of evil aliens and the darkness. When you first begin, you have a choice between 3 different classes: Titan, Hunter, and Warlock. I will briefly explain what each does. Titans are more brawly, tankier type characters. Their abilities reflect this. Warlocks are more magical and use their powers for both defensive healing abilities or offensive destruction. And the Hunter class is all about being sneaky and speedy. They're made to kill from a distance and go invisible and stuff. Each class will also have an ultimate ability called a super. These are like insane kill moves that can wipe out whole teams. The coolest part is that depending on the type of energy you choose and the class you choose, there are many variations of supers. I think there's like 23. My favorite is probably Blade Barrage, but you'll find your favorite soon enough. Maybe I should make guides for each class. Would you guys want like a Hunter for noobs, or a Titan for noobs, or a Warlock for noobs? Let me know in the comments. I chose Hunter because I wanted to have a hood. It was that simple. Also, my goal was to look like Darth Maul. Anyways, after you pick your character and design them, you will be forced to do some intro missions that will explain the basics for you noobs out there. Pay attention here, they explain a lot. Don't be skipping stuff. Once you complete all the beginning missions, you can explore the last city and meet all the cool guardians in charge. Zavala is the leader, voiced by the incredible Lance Reddick. He will give you strike missions, which are one-off dungeon runs. In those, you'll complete objectives and get loot, then just move on with your life. Ikora Rey will help you understand and upgrade your powers. Shaxx will guide you through the main PvP game mode. Crucible. Cayde 6 is dead. The Drifter will lead you through gambits, Saint 14 will show you trials, and a Space Horse will make you trip out. Yes, that's a real thing. There's a ton of NPCs in the last city, like Gun Guy, Car Girl, Robot, this dude. Trust me, you'll get to know all of them. And they're all pretty important. And every place you visit in the galaxy has main people that you will talk to for missions for that planet or city or star or whatever you're on. All of these NPCs can grant you bounties, which are challenges specific to each game mode or world or whatever they focus on. And once you complete them, you'll earn experience, level up, and unlock new gear. And then you rinse and repeat and keep leveling up and keep getting new weapons and armor, and then it goes on forever and ever and ever. You get it. As you level up, you'll find gear that is higher level than the one you have. You can either equip it or infuse it to upgrade the gear you actually want to use. You can also upgrade your armor and weapons abilities using some rare materials as well. And you can even equip other abilities or stat boosts. This won't upgrade its power level, but it will make one of the stats stronger. Any gear that you you don't need, you can just dismantle for glimmer. And if it's legendary, you'll also get legendary shards, which are used for upgrading and infusing gear. Okay, I know that sounded like nonsense to all the people that have never played this game before, but trust me, if you want to get better at this game, that's like basic knowledge. So that's the core foundation of Destiny 2. Now let's go over each core aspect of the game in detail, starting with there's every type of gun in this game. You got auto rifles, burst rifles, pistols, hand cannons, shotguns, snipers, rocket launchers, swords, bow and arrows. There's something for everyone. They can either be a primary or a secondary or a power weapon. Regular guns have unlimited ammo, but some guns have special green ammo that spawns randomly while playing. Power weapons always require purple heavy ammo. Guns can also have a type, which will make it more effective on specific enemies whose shield match the color. Purple shield, hit them with the purple elemental gun. It's like a matching game. Figuring out what set of guns you like will make your life easier in every mode. And since there's 1,000 plus weapons, you're bound to like at least one. This game has multiple stories that it wants to tell, and some of these are just really well made, and others are just like, okay. Campaign missions will act like a bunch of interconnected dungeon missions that usually lead up to a huge boss battle or even a big raid. Completing a campaign may take a while, as some are really, really long. And in the end, you'll earn campaign-specific goodies like unique weapons and armor. Unfortunately, there is no free campaigns. You can try the first 1 or 2 missions for free to get a little bit of a taste of them, but the moment you want to continue playing, you're gonna have to pay. Thankfully, there's a lot of other things you can do that are similar to campaigns, like strike missions, dungeons, and so raids require something money can't buy: friends. Raids are essentially extremely long dungeons that require 6 players to play. They are filled with puzzles and obstacle courses, and everything and anything will kill you. To get through the raid, it will require a ton of communication and teamwork. So any miscommunication will probably end up in death. Lots and lots of death. So you may be wondering, Macro, why would I put myself through a raid? It sounds miserable. Well, the rewards for completing one are substantial. And also, it really does test how strong your friendships are. Don't try one of these until you're a lot stronger. Trust me, I didn't even finish my first attempt at a raid. And then I found out every Tuesday, the progress you get just resets, so I was like, damn it, I can't even finish this. You also don't need to go in with the full squad. You can also go in with randoms, but communication will be a lot harder if they don't have a mic. But most of the Destiny community is pretty nice, so maybe give it a try that way.
Then here's your chest.
Wow, nice. I got some free loot. Here you will fight other real people online in either 6v6 game modes, or if you're really ready, you can try ranked, which is all 3v3 game modes. If your weapon has special green ammo, it will only spawn with 2 bullets. But if you kill enemies, they will drop more ammo. And as for power weapons, heavy ammo only spawns on the map every couple of minutes. So if you can, you should pick these up because it's pretty dope.
Together as one.
Over time, you'll also be able to use your supers in the Crucible, which just feels so nice. In my first Crucible game of my life, I was streaming Destiny, and I used my super and just watch. I have my super now. Use my super. Oh! Oh, I iced him, bro! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Crucible, for me at least, is where I feel like all my hard work pays off. All of the weapons I earned and upgraded, all the cool changes I made to my class, they all can finally be shown off in this game mode. Thankfully, the light power level of your gear doesn't mean anything, so even a level 1350 weapon can hold its own against level 1600 weapons, in theory. You see, Destiny 2 has made it so that there really are just better weapons. It's by no means a balanced game at all, but once you finally find a good weapon that you're comfortable with, you'll see yourself popping off regardless. People warned me that PvP is full of super sweaty people, but I don't know. I'm kind of terrorizing people in ranked and climbing pretty fast. Oh, am I the sweat?
Hunter's light. Enemy runner down. Good work. Enemy runner is down. 3 opponents down. What? Ow!
Oh no. This is a nice blend of PvE and PvP. The game mode is 4v4. Your goal is to kill waves of enemies to earn enough motes to finally fight the final boss, and whichever team kills their final boss first wins. But there's also a cool catch. Every now and then, a portal will open up to the enemy team world, and you will have the opportunity to kill them all in their world and slow their progress. And that's where the fun begins. This game mode is so unique and clever that I found myself playing it a lot more than I thought I would. Going to the enemy world and killing 2 or 3 or all of them is just so satisfying. You have to try it. But just like most PvE modes, teamwork is really going to be crucial here to win. There are other modes like Dares of Eternity and weekly small events like meeting up with Xur to get exotic and legendary gear. Trust me, buy stuff from this dude. I know he looks sketchy, but exotic stuff is so strong. What are you buying? So there's a lot of other things that I didn't go over, but those are the main things. The rest of the world is really your oyster. I'm not going to explain everything. I don't got time for that. This is not going to be a 30-minute video. You're a gamer and you can read, you'll be fine. That's Destiny 2 in a huge nutshell. I played it for the first time last week and I have now clocked over 40 hours on it. So I think I'm finally ready to truly explain to you the pros and cons of this game and give a solid review for this game as well. So let's start with... The core gameplay is really good. The gunplay feels solid, and the movement has a lot of room for expression and insane plays. A lot of the PvE enemies are easy to kill and give you this dopamine rush when killing a bunch at once, but some of them can still pose a challenge. The bosses range from a fun challenge to annoyingly hard, but with friends, anything is possible, and the game is a lot more fun and easier to play. Seriously, this game is so much fun with friends, and since it's both free to play and cross-platform, I've been able to play with a ton of friends at the same time. The main campaigns have great stories, and I find myself really wanting to keep going and finishing it. It's as rewarding as it is addicting. The cosmetics in this game look so nice. They range from badass to goofy. I love that you can color basically everything. Once you finally get the good gear you like, it's not only beneficial for your character's power, but it also looks clean. I finally look like Darth Maul! Yes! Also, these emotes are so good. Most games not named Fortnite wish their emotes were this crazy. The graphics are also incredible. There are so many different biomes and environments that you'll end up in. Even the PvP maps have vibrant colors. And when you pair that with the insanely good musical scores in the campaigns, the game can feel really cinematic. Bungie still got it. They know what they're doing since day one. Doesn't this remind you of Halo 3's final mission, dude? The game is a grind. You have to play so much just to get decent gear. And that's assuming you bought a campaign. And if you want to play as a different class, you have to make a new character, then go through all the beginning campaign content all over again, which is just a total time waster. Just let us switch classes, it's not that deep. Thankfully, you have the vault, which you can use to transfer weapons between your characters. But having to grind 3 different roles is ridiculous. While I'm glad that this game is free to play, there's definitely a pay to win aspect that exists in this game for PvP elements. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of free weapons that are good and viable, but some of the best weapons can't be earned unless you buy an expansion. For example, I heard that Bungie had a 30th anniversary DLC that came with the iconic battle rifle from Halo. So yeah, I bought it. And it just so happens that currently it's one of the best guns in the game. Seriously, it absolutely shreds. It's unfair. I wish that all my homies could get this, but for $30, it's not worth it, especially since it comes with an annoying dungeon. It's like one of the most tedious things I've ever done in my life. The game also has a ton of glitches. Some that are game-breaking, others that are kind of helpful, but losing a teammate in a ranked PvP game due to server issues, or getting kicked out of a raid mid-boss battle, or their entire servers just shutting down for 20 hours, yeah, that happened while I was making this video, is a bit ridiculous. Use the millions of dollars that you made off of us buying the stupid BR to fix your stupid servers. The game is also not at all noob friendly. You're gonna have to look up stuff, download companion apps on your phone, watch guides to dungeons. It's a hard game. Being hard isn't the issue though. It's the fact that it's unclear and confusing at times. Also, while you don't need friends to complete things, it's so much easier with a coordinated team for all modes. I still have fun grinding solo, but the game feels like it was made to be completed with a squad. So to all my lonely noobs out there, I'm sorry, but you gotta make friends. You're all gonna be in the video, even though we didn't succeed. I hope you guys are cool with that. Thank you so much.
I'll be paying for my residual.
We'll complete it.
One more try.
One more try, yeah!
I'm not gonna lie to you, they got me. I'm addicted. This game is really fun. I'm glad a lot of my fans have been asking me to try this game. And now I've been playing with some childhood friends, my brother, my bestie, and everyone in between. So that's nice. But what will I be rating it? Destiny 2 has a lot of flaws when it comes to balance and unfair mechanics. Not to mention the time commitment required just to get decent things. It's a little bit ridiculous. However, if you can get through all of that, it's a good time. So I'll be giving Destiny 2 an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, that's how good the gameplay is. I can ignore all this other BS. But what do you think? Are you a fellow Guardian? Meaning that you're also addicted to this game? If so, what would you rate it? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, rate my drip. I think I look really cool considering I don't have any exotic armor. Okay, I need to go get some sunlight and maybe a shower too. Is that me? Oh God, I'll catch you later. Ya noob.